Okay, Cheeky Chicken Head. I just watched her tag on Death and Dying tag. So there are 13 questions, and I'm going to take a go at this and see what I come up with. Number one, do you want a celebration of life or a funeral? I'd like to have a little bit of both. Um, yeah, in the proper way, I'd like to have a little bit of both. Number two, whom are you most worried about leaving when you die? Well, obviously Brian, my husband, and my daughter Julia. Number three, which famous person would you like to have spoken at your funeral? If I had to pick a famous person, well, I'm thinking Dion. Celine Dion. Yeah, Celine Dion. Or, you know what? I'm just going to say any famous person that would want to speak at my funeral, for that matter. Number four, after you die, for what would you most like to be remembered? I would like to be most remembered as the wonderful person who I am, very caring and loving, and just love to try to help people. Number five, what one world, what one thing would you like to have buried with you? If I could have one thing buried with me, um, I guess I'm gonna say my computer. Okay, that might be silly, but if I had to choose something else, I'd say all my important rings that aren't going to Julia. I'd love to be buried with. Well, especially my wedding ring. Um, Number six, is there anything in your house that you do not want people to find after you're dead? After I'm dead, is there anything in my house that I want anyone to find? No. Um, there's nothing peculiar. There's nothing strange, or there's nothing weird, or anything that I know that you would want to find. Am I hiding anything? No. Um, Number seven, what do you think people might say about you at your funeral that might not be quite true? Um, that I'm a bad person. That I think of myself. No, I think of others. Very loving, caring, affectionate, and I love to try to help people. Honestly, I really don't know, and if those people who are going to say things that aren't true obviously never really cared or loved me to begin with. And they're at my funeral for all the wrong reasons. Number eight, if you could choose your last words, what would they be? I'm going to heaven as an angel, and we'll be looking down on each and every one of you. Number nine, if you had a trousseau, what equipped would you be in? I'm going to skip number nine because I have nothing to say on that one. I'm not sure. 10. Would you prefer to be missed or remembered fondly? I would like to have a little bit of both. Number 11. Would you prefer dying suddenly, thrust, shocking, your friend or family member are suffering. Okay, on that question, I didn't read the whole thing because I know what it's talking about. I would like to basically die peacefully. I don't want to be suffering. I don't want to be dying a sudden death. I just want to die of old age and know that I lived my life and I've had so many fun and good memories. And for the people who are still in my life at that time, to remember that they cared and they loved me, because or else they wouldn't be around me or be in my life. So, yeah, I would like to basically die of old age. Number 12, pick one way you would not want to die. If I have to pick one way of dying, in that is choking. I don't want to die from choking. But if I had to pick another, being shot, hit by a car, 13. Any final... Oh, and finally, if you could come back from the dead, would you help or haunt or hinder? If I came back from the dead, I would like to help and keep those who I'm helping safe and keep them out of trouble. So, in all of this, answering these questions, I personally, I want to die peacefully. I want to die sorry, the cat. I want to die around family and friends, and I want those who really cared for me to be at my funeral. I would also like to be buried beside Brian, and hopefully make it seem like we're holding hands. And on my tombstone, I had this idea, which I wanted to have it in the shape of two hearts joined as one. But I'm kind of liking, I've seen a tombstone that I've never seen before, and that is like a bench. So I'm thinking something like that, a bench with some really nice words on it with some hearts or something like that. So those are my 13 answers, and hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.